Hi, I am Venkat Munaga. In this video, I will talk about latest Sitecore release, Sitecore 10. It was released on the 4th of August 2020, just few days ago. It has many good new features. We will go through those all. So before jumping on the Sitecore 10 highlights, if you look into the recent history of the Sitecore releases, Sitecore 9.0, 9.1, 9.2, 9.3, we don't have any 9.4. So directly we have the Sitecore 10. So we can expect some good new features from this release. So after looking into all the features of the Sitecore 10, what did I understand is the Sitecore is moving towards the Sas model. So to support that, just I will highlight some of the key features. The one is the Sitecore containers. So using this Sitecore container, you can make like a consistent environment from the local to the production environment. And sometimes the developer feel which is something is working in the local, it is not working in the SIT or UAT or production. So using this containers concept, you can make sure the environment is same from local to the production. So it also makes easy to onboarding the new Sitecore developer. I can remember that to set up the new Sitecore developer machine, it took the 2 days. Like you need to be install IIS and Visual Studio SQL Server and get the repository to the local and deploy and make sure everything is working. Sometimes it may be completed in 1 day, but if you face any issue, it will lead to the second day also. Okay, and that but if you use the Sitecore containers, you can just easily shippable to the another machine, which will be immediately it will run. You can use Sitecore Docker for the local machines, and you can use the Kubernetes to spin up, deploy the containers on the Azure. Like you can increase and decrease, you can manage using the Kubernetes. So these Sitecore containers support rapid deployment as well as more efficient solutions. If I move into the second one, Headless CMS for .NET developer. We have previously the Headless JSS. So before talking on this one, I will share my past experience. Like in one of my previous project, which is all the project is running fine. So many nearly 150 sites are hosted on that one, and the management decided to introduce the new module. So finally where we landed is, instead of adding the new module to the existing solution, we want to be developed separately, but the content we want to be accessed from the existing instance. So what we done is we contacted at the Sitecore client manager to identify the cost of the headless JSS. Then I came to know that one that is nearly around 70K per single instance. Then what we did, that is a too costly. So obviously what we decided is write some web API, ASP.NET web API on the existing Sitecore instance to expose the content. Then you can use, now in this case it is similar like a JSS, right? You can use, but the only thing we will miss it, the analytics, these are all you won't be tracked and you won't get it, that one. But that project we don't have that issue. We did not use XDB, we did not enable it. So then team decided to write ASP.NET web APIs, and instead of Angular React, we choose ASP.NET Core, and to consume that API and render the content. And we deployed this ASP.NET Core application in the different app service in the Azure, which works fine, very efficient. So now by Sitecore 10, it is providing out of the box. That means if you want to be choose ASP.NET Core for the rendering, you can choose now. So that's where backend developers use a similar way of the JSS. So this will enable to independently run from the separate from the Sitecore. Still the content will be rendered from the CMS. So this makes low cost and speed high when multiple Sitecore instances are there. like the smaller features you can deploy on different servers. Like these two is like Sitecore containers and headless CMS for .NET developers. Like these makes like Sitecore to moving to the SaaS goal. And third one is like, but anyway, if you choose the containers, obviously the content also should be serializable to move from one environment to the another environment easily. For that, I think they introduced the Sitecore CLI, so headless serialization, by combining the best of the TDS and Unicorn. If you are already using the TDS, I already used, but the license is a little bit like costly. I think $700 per user, and next year onwards it is like I think 40%, 50%, something discount was there. I can't remember that one now. That is the like little bit costly. For each user we need to take it, but Unicorn is open source. I think some of the project they are using that one. That is good. So using these are the main features I like personally. There are the many are there, I will show that one. And if I coming to the market's point of view, I think Sitecore Horizon is there, which is already introduced in the Sitecore 9.3, which is like a new generation of the experience editor. Like it will be going to be definitely replace the existing experience editor. I think in the 10 Sitecore 10 also a couple of new features they introduced, the multilingual and multi-site experiences, and some other things are there. So if I go back to the okay, Sitecore 10. Okay, now it's just, if I go to the Sitecore, if I go here, Sitecore downloads, click on the latest. Now you can see here, these are the highlights of the Sitecore 10. Sitecore containers, a new ASP.NET Core, Sitecore. These first three we discussed that one in detail, and after that you have so many things. Or even Horizon we discussed that one. And if you want to go to the in detail, like you can go with the Sitecore release notes. So you have, these are the some of the highlights, you can go with that one. Even like it have the in detail in the release notes, we have like, let us assume one of the point, if you take it, the Sitecore session state database is now disabled by default and can be enabled if you required. Like it has the in detail one, like these are the new features of that one. If I see this developer experience, I think it is providing the new templates for the starting the Visual Studio solution that uses the Sitecore containers, core renderings, and content serialization. Like it have the a big list is there. Even the deprecated and removed also, if you like have a plan from migrating existing older Sitecore to the newer Sitecore, definitely you have to go through the list, so that any of these if you use it, you need to fix before migrating that one. This is the one. And as usual, like if you see, you can install very easily, like from the thing previous versions it was there. You can go with that graphical setup package for the XP single using the Sitecore install assistance. You can easily install that one. Like this is the just like the what I want to share, the couple of new things of the Sitecore 10. So I think in the next video, like I will plan to be cover how to install the Sitecore 10 on the local as well as on the Azure. Thanks for watching.